Hey guys, today, more casual Geographic. Let's go. Oh, ooh, oh, ooh. What a nasty little... Bro, that cat was not chill.
Broken. A term used to describe a character so overpowered that they make the game stop functioning as intended and exploit the game's balance in their favor. Well, if
There's no way that's a cat. I'm sorry. Cats are not OP and broken. I'm watching this one because I don't believe cats are that broken. I think they're very like mid-tier, a mid-tier creature. I like cats. I have a cat. I wouldn't call myself a cat person. I very much prefer dogs over cats. I'm gonna start a war in the comments. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask the question. Dogs or cats? You go with the one. I know a lot of people used to go both. I have both. I will always pick one. Dogs. Dogs every single time. I want to know which one do you pick in chat.
cats aren't the most broken animals on the planet, God must have discontinued first place. I talk a lot about animals that got shafted by evolution.
Bullshit.
In fact, my most popular video today was about 10 of them. Well, if I ever do a video on
Oh god, just that thumbnail. Just that thumbnail brings back Cursed memories. Oh god, oh no.
Favorites, cats would surely be at the very top. Cats are arguably the most successful predators we've ever seen. With so many overpowered abilities, you'd swear it was plot armor. I don't even want to make this intro too long, so here's 10 superpowers your cat has that...
Did motherfucker just slap a seal? Okay, that's probably not gonna be the most exciting thing out of this video.
And number 1, 0 fall damage. You've probably heard that cats always land on their feet, but the real flex is
but I thought they do get hurt though. Like I don't know, but I've heard cats like having like falls and then being taken to the vets and needing like, you know, either medication or surgery or something. Like I'm pretty sure they don't. I'm pretty sure it's a wives' tale that they like take no like they take no damage whatsoever, right? Like there's gotta be like a wives' tale or something.
That would have any human furnishing a coffin. A 1987 study showed that out of 132 cats that were brought to an emergency vet in New York City after falling out of a high rise, 90% lived and less than 40% required life-saving treatment.
Okay. okay, immediately. I immediately got this proof. Oh, God fucking damn it. I immediately, within like 2 seconds, got this proof. Holy shit, okay, I'm wrong.
Cats actually have a better chance of getting airdrop from a building and walking it off the higher the drop was. And it's all because cats understand physics.
How are you running off like that?
When you're in free fall, you accelerate towards the ground until you reach terminal velocity, where you
terminal velocity,
faster. When cats reach TV, they splay their legs and kind of just parachute the rest of the way down. And instead of landing...
Wait. Did they have like the things that I forget what animal it is. It's like a rat or something. Where like, oh no, is it? No, it's not a rat. It's a mammal. It's some kind of like small little mammal. I'm sure you'll be able to tell me in the comments. But when it jumps off the trees and it sprays out, and it has like weird connections to like its body and its limbs, and it like catches air and it like glides. You know, like hand gliders, stuff like that. It has that built in. Did cats have the same thing?
They break their fall with their chest and abdomen. Obviously, they don't completely tank the hit, but thanks to their relatively large surface area to weight ratio, they maximize the points of contact that smack the ground and therefore minimize the damage. And since cats apparently have lifelong views of gravity, cats that reach terminal velocity instinctively know not to tense up.
Look at his face! look at their face! Look at their little... Sorry, I want to go back. Just watch. Just watch, like, I think they're happy in the plane even though their claws are out. I don't know cats as well as dog. And then you can see the moment they go, oh fuck.
Basically turn themselves into a kite on the way down. The thing is, if they don't have time to reach terminal velocity, they end up getting hurt way worse. So like, in a weird twist, cats that fall from 2 to 7 stories actually end up more down bad than the ones that touch Earth from 10 stories up. In fact, cats have...
That's so weird. Cool as fuck, but that is so weird. The higher they fall, the more likelihood they have of less injury versus and vice versa. That's so weird.
About a 95% chance of falling from 10 stories and living. Meanwhile, the average human has a 95% chance of getting outlined with
dying.
Oh, and don't think the cutoff's 10 stories. One cat named Sabrina took a 32-story express trip to the...
Hi, Judy. Guys, do you need to tell me what this cat is? I don't know cat breeds. I really don't. I know Russian blues because I have a Russian blue. I know ragdolls and I know Maine Coons because my friends have one. That's the only cat breeds I know. What is this? This is actually really
Brown and
cute.
walked away with only a punctured lung and a chipped tooth. Not to mention she was released and sent home 2 days later. Being impervious to fall damage is how snow leopards can not only make a living in the Himalayas,
Oh my
but can
god,
legit fall clear off a cliff, and the only injury they take is
there's
to their
no
pride.
shot.
Speaking of plot armor, did you know cats are actually built to predict the weather? You see, cat hair attracts static electricity.
No. Okay. If I hold true to my no, that's not true. At some point I'll be correct. So that's my game plan going into this. One of these things is going to be not true, and I'm going to call it by saying half of it is not true.
So they can pick up on the buildup of electrical charge that often comes before a really bad storm. And the cat's inner ears are sensitive to sudden drops in atmospheric pressure, which announce the arrival of a cloud assault. Technically, so can we. It's why our ears do the most and pop on a plane, but it's just that cat ears are that much more sensitive.
Wait. So what I'm gathering is that cat's ears pop when there's like a storm coming or something, or like really bad severe weather. Could you just say we have it too when you're on a plane and your ears pop? But I thought that's just the altitude, not weather. Or is altitude? No, altitude is the height. Weather is completely different. Yeah, I was gonna ask a dumb question.
They can even smell rain and lightning coming. It's so OP
of
course
they can. Of course they can.
Forecast. Forecast. Apparently, a cat with the zoomies means you could expect strong winds. A cat that sneezed was warning you of heavy rain. And apparently, if one left their fur against a grain mid-sail, then you better make like God's golfing, because it's finna hail. Now, to be fair, a month surrounded by nothing but sea and seamen gives you a lot of time to just make stuff up. I mean, just how many sea monster stories was just a whale freeing his
God.
But there might be some truth to the cat thing.
Why,
Cats
bro?
will often spend extra time licking themselves before a bad storm, since having damn fur
YouTube, that was an octopus tentacle. That was an octopus tentacle,
helps
YouTube.
with the static thing I told you about. So basically, if cats could talk, we'd see a lot of meteorologists on unemployment. And speaking of no job, cats really managed to finesse their way into living in nearly 50 million homes in America rent-free. And one of the biggest reasons is because cats are the best manipulators nature has to offer. And if you think they aren't,
I know this one.
you're probably a mark and you don't even know it. According to researchers at the University of Sussex, many cats will exploit their owners with a soliciting purr. It's more high frequency, triggers a sense of urgency.
Yes, okay. My cat Willow does this. She does this. She will sit outside my bedroom and just meow at me until I get up, and then she'll run off into the kitchen, jump up on the counter next to her fruit bowl, and then she'll just start like purring and like batting at me until I give her food. She's such a madam.
Even someone resembles the cry of an infant, and we just have to assume that's intentional. And in experiments, not only
Most likely, I can believe that.
time when hearing that purr compared to a normal one, it even affected people that never owned cats. This distress purr likely triggers a deep, innate nurturing response in humans, meaning you're literally hardwired to answer to no matter what you were doing before. So apparently cats understand psychology too. That's not even really a joke, because adult cats almost never meow to each other, but kittens do it with their mothers for food and warmth, and we have to assume they just figured out it works on humans too. And it's not just pet cats with this talent. Tigers have been known to imitate the sounds of their prey to lull them into a false sense of security. Tigers have reportedly mimicked sandbar deer and black bears.
No way! I legit never knew. What the fuck? So they like, they basically this fucking. I've completely forgotten my word. They're gamers.
Are you mooing because you want to be one with the cows?
God, yeah.
I don't think that's how you trick
Holy shit.
coming over.
Holy
shit! Not just
shit!
tigers. The South American margay will verbally cosplay as a baby monkey just to murk its parents like a Disney movie. And
Is that South American, this like forest cat, I guess, or jungle cat? Excuse me, I've never seen this before.
Manipulation tactics were passed down. In fact, cats are so good at working people that they'd actually be great politicians, which is probably how Mayor Stubbs of Tulsa in Alaska stayed in office for 20 years, even surviving assassination attempts by dogs, BB guns, and a deep fryer. But there's another special ability cats have, and it could arguably be the most
Wait, sorry, hang on, I need to go back. What?
They'd
Is that
actually
cat a
be great
mare?
politicians, which is probably how Mayor Stubbs of Talkeetna, Alaska.
Why does Alaska have a cat for mayor? Are we like bringing in like the upside down? What is what? I, I have so many questions. I have so
Stayed in
many
office for
questions.
20 years, even surviving assassination attempts by dogs, BB guns, and a deep fryer. But there's
Oh,
another
wait,
special
wait,
ability cats
deep
have.
fryer-
They could arguably be the most
I don't want to
overpowered
know. I
development.
don't want to know.
Pretty
I don't want to know.
privilege. It's how dolphins got Flipper, orcas got Free Willy. Meanwhile, the best movie deal shark management could get them was being typecast as Jaws. You see, there's this thing called baby schema. It basically means that humans have an intrinsic bias towards a certain set.
Yeah. I know this. I know this. And like we have like an inbuilt like program that just makes us more sympathetic or like more like protective of babies as long as they have certain features like big eyes, very small, looking very like, you know, just tiny little beings. We have like a inbuilt predisposition to protect it rather than, you know, the alternative.
Features in people and animals to the point where it just makes us want to protect them. And with their big
Yeah,
head,
yeah,
wide
exactly.
eyes, and round forehead, cats literally remind us of babies.
I disagree. When I see my cat and when I see other cats, except for kittens, if I see kittens and I see baby, but if I see normal cat, I don't go baby. I don't. This might be because I'm a dog lover more than anything. I feel that way towards dogs more than anything. I look at them and I go, oh baby. Like literally old dogs. Like not even puppies, like the old, like gray hair, like old senior dogs. I'm like, oh my god, those are baby. I just, bruh, I love dogs so
And even
much.
though it's a buff from nature, cats will 100% play into this by figuring out what combination of ear wiggling, whisker pointing, and eye narrowing gets the best response from people. Now add the fact that slow blink.
Excuse, they're such little bastards. Holy shit, cats are such little manipulative bastards. What the
With your
fuck?
cat can trigger oxytocin in both of you, the literal hormone that bonds a mother to her child. And you can see how cats were basically engineered to be irresistible. It's pretty privilege on every steroid possible. And it's wild because if any other animal had a reputation for cold indifference and global genocide, it'd be cause of pause, but because it's cats, we just let it slide. Cat cuteness virtually has us in a chokehold.
Okay, yeah, see, that I would be like, oh baby, protect at all costs. This is what orgasms to be big when I see cat.
For a reason. It's said that 50% of all internet traffic is driven by cat content. That's 50% of all the stuff on the internet. I want you to think about.
There is not that many cat memes. I'm sorry. No, that cannot be true. I'm holding to my guns, guys. At some point, I'll be correct. There is not enough memes or video content to be 50% of all internet traffic devoted to a cat or cats in general. No.
Matter of fact, and I'm willing to put money on it. For some of y'all, this ad's about to be cat related. Oh, you're back. Oh, by the way, was it cat related? I'm actually curious.
Don't know. I got YouTube Premium,
buddy.
buddy.
What's forgotten is that cats give back as much as they take, which leads to their next flex.
No, they don't.
Healing powers.
No, they don't. No, they don't. No. My cat does not give back in any way, shape, or form. I love her, but she's a witch. She's such a madam. She demands things all the time. And she won't play, she won't be affectionate. She'll just sit there and like bat at you and like we feed her. We feed her at the same time we feed my dogs. And we feed her more than the dogs actually, so she gets like more food than the dogs do throughout the day. So she's well fed. She's quite fat, to be fair. She's a unit of a cat. But she's not affectionate. She's not affectionate in any way. I can pick her up, but she doesn't cuddle, she doesn't play. She just rolls on the floor, and if you go like near her, she'll dart off and think you're gonna give her food. That's all she wants is just food.
Not just for them. Science says having a cat living under your roof easily extends your subscription to life. Studies show that cat owners are 40% less likely
See, yeah, I don't get cute moments like this from Relish and Blue.
By cardiovascular complications. And since cardiovascular disease is one of the leading causes of preventable death today, cats are like a real-life one-up. Not to mention kids that grew up around cats have less of a chance of getting folded by allergies, especially if the exposure started in early infancy or even while they're still in the womb waiting room.
Oh shit!
And then there's the fact that just petting a cat can nerf stress levels and blood pressure. But if you really want to get
See, I get all that from dogs. I get all that from dogs and more. I get companionship with a dog. I get a companion that I'm gonna know and love for a long time. So I know I'm gonna be upsetting cat people in the chat, in the comments. So this isn't a dig on cats, and this isn't a dig on you guys. Okay, if you like cats more, completely fair, completely fine. You know, it's all good. You're allowed to. I'm not criticizing that. I'm just saying, me personally, I'm a dog person. I get everything that's being said right now, I get from a dog. Everything.
About it, cats purr at a frequency that's said to improve bone density, repair tendons, and promote healing. I never really fully understood.
Okay, that has to be bullshit.
Cats purr at a frequency that transmits vibrations throughout the body. Vibrations that help increase blood flow to the affected area, thereby bringing more nutrients. It's also believed that those same vibrations can help with soft tissue injuries.
Oh my god,
like
bro, zonked out. Look at his eyes.
They live rent-free, but considering all they do to carry our health,
he is seeing
space.
I feel like
let it slide. It's not just a buff to your health either. I vividly remember seeing a bunch of surveys that said that women on dating sites actually find men with cats more attractive. Something about seeming more nurturing or emotionally intelligent.
On an unrelated note, I want y'all to meet my...
Hello now, nice try, Betty. No, I wouldn't find that more attractive. I wouldn't, okay.
And content manager, Aslan. Say hi, Aslan. Say hi.
That is a big cat. You can't say it because my face is blocking your...
I tried to find the articles online, but apparently there was a switch up, and now women find cat owners less attractive. So on another unrelated note, yeah, he isn't mine. I'm actually just cat sitting for a friend. Yeah, but anyway, cat claw armor is so strong that it might just be able to save you from cancer. We've all heard the stories of feline physicians detecting it in people before anyone else could. Cats have a sense of smell about 14 times stronger than humans, with their 200 million odoreceptors to our pitiful, almost embarrassing 5 million.
Bro, we have shit here.
These VOCs leave the body through sweat and breath, and there's a lot of respected researchers out there that will die on the hill that cats can sniff it out the same way dogs can. In 2018, cat Mia climbed on owner Michelle Pearson's chest and wouldn't get off for anything, sniffing and pawing at, the right one, while also meowing and looking at her, as cats do. It wasn't until her husband checked for himself that he felt the telltale lump, and that's how the cat that was rescued from certain death ended up returning the favor and saving her owner from stage 2 breast cancer. And that's not even much of a reach, considering there's also stories of cats warning.
Okay, that's a solid W for cats right there. I have to admit, I have to give it there. That is a solid W for cats right there.
Owners of their potentially fatally low
I'm diabetic.
Either
Wait. I'm diabetic. I'm a type 1 diabetic. Is that true? Does that mean I could get an emergency cat?
And that's not even much of a reach, considering there's also stories of cats warning their diabetic owners of their potentially fatally low blood sugar. Either that, or cats can see the future and they'll choose to keep you in theirs if they like you enough. And even that's low-key valid, considering superpower number 7 is that cats have ultra instinct. Those whiskers can detect sudden changes in air currents to figure out the size, shape, and speed of nearby objects. It's like a whole radar system growing out of your face, and it's how a blindfolded cat is still hell on earth for any mouse in the area. Bro, I still don't think you're understanding just how much of a cheat whiskers are. Cats can even use their whiskers to figure
I'm sorry. The blind cat was actually really sweet. I would give them a good home. I would take care of them. Even though I'm not a cat person, I would take care of them.
What direction their prey is trying to dodge it in right before they pounce, allowing them to cut off any possible escape routes. Now to us, it's interesting and pretty cool, but to a mouse trying to make it home to his family, that's gotta be some bullshit.
It does horrifying,
cats don't just have them on their face. They have whiskers all over. And you can't even play dead with the cat since they have carpal whiskers that allow them to tell if their prey is playing or, actually past tense. And honestly, this might be the most broken ability cats have. It's basically impossible to catch a cat snitch.
Oh shit!
They don't have to hear you, they don't even have to smell you. All it takes is a smallest change in air currents to dry snitch on you. But as predators, cats are the ones that do the sneaking, which only makes their next ability even more of a jihad for their prey. Superpower number 8. Cats are athletic freaks of nature. No, seriously, cats are the most athletic group of animals.
Well, not my cat. I know cats are, but not mine. She's a lazy madam. She will sit at the bottom of the kitchen, like, we have like an island thing. She'll sit at the bottom of it where her food bowl is above her, and she'll just paw and scratch at it. And then she'll wait for one of us to pick her up and put her on the table because she's just too lazy.
And I'm gonna stand on that. On speed, cheetahs can go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. It can peak out at over 70 miles per hour. A cheetah on a Sunday morning jog can still get pulled over on the turnpike. Ain't that crazy?
On Sunday morning.
Cougars can clear 45 feet horizontally on an off day.
Holy
You want to see a cat
shit.
get high minus the catnip? The serval jumps so high that their meal prep literally involves pimp slapping birds right out of the air. And for powerlifting, here we have a literal deadlift by a leopard using only its teeth. Yes,
Oh,
that
it's
is
a
rhino.
baby rhino.
Yes, that is a giraffe.
Oh no.
And speaking of leopards, there are also gymnasts on steroids that turn trees into jungle gyms.
Holy
And if you think you're safe from the smoke and
fuck.
water, keep in mind that the caiman is part of one of the most successful group of predators in history. And all it took was an aquatic equalizer in the form of a cat to wreck their entire game plan. Not to mention jaguars have been
There's no. There's no way. There's no way. I'm sorry. Was it a cheetah? Yeah, a cheetah beats a crocodile? Really?
equalizer in the form of a cat to wreck their entire game plan. Not to mention jaguars
Holy
have been seen swimming
shit.
clear across the Panama Canal. Yeah, that one. Also, they have a hydraulic press for a jaw. God help you if you get caught in it. And all I need to say about tigers is that this is an Indian gar, and even this
He's not doing it. Holy shit. Sorry, we just need to take this in for a moment. We just need to take this in. Just look at him. What is this? Is that a box or a bull? Bro is built different. He's a chunky
walking
boy.
redwood logo can get choked out by a 500-pound striped Giggle Garfield. And I don't even need to say anything about lions. Those
No.
triceps speak for themselves. Cats are nature's population.
That is some
control.
muscle
There isn't anywhere
definition.
on Earth outside of the Devil's Ice Rink that doesn't have some kind of cat running it. Even the travel-sized ones are a menace.
Bro.
The deadliest cat in the world is the African black-footed cat, and because of their metabolism,
But look at him. He's a cute little guy. He's just a cute little fella doing pest
not only
control.
can they catch up to 15 bodies a night, they also have a hunting success rate of 60%. Not even lions, tigers, and leopards can
Bro.
touch that. There's a reason why domestic cats put billions of animals on shirts a year. And sometimes they turn entire species into history lessons. And unlike their wild cousins, a lot of times with domestic cats, they do it just for fun. Yeah, you think it's cute, but it's blood.
Wait. So they're fucking evil. They did it just for the kid, bro.
And if you're a mouse, an op with whiskers is like Thanos. They do be inevitable, especially when you factor superpower number 9. Cats can teleport.
God.
I'm dead serious.
I was about to say there's no fucking way, and then this just happened. Excuse me.
Cats can teleport. I'm dead serious. Cats do this thing where they just spawn wherever the plot needs them the most. As solitary hunters, cats
True.
can cover insane amounts of distance in times that really make no sense. Take mountain lions, for example. Young male cougars will often travel hundreds of miles away from their mother's territory to find their own.
Okay.
In 2009, a tagged cougar took a walk that took him from Black Hills, South Dakota, all the way to Greenwich, Connecticut. Basically, he hiked from Mount Rushmore to 30 miles
I'm
from
sorry,
Manhattan.
what?
And it's not just cougars that go cross-country. A tiger named T1 managed to walk 800 miles across India in only a few months, fueled by nothing but the power of horny. And of course, there's a story of El Jefe. the
Hey,
jaguar that
hey, listen. We've all been there, right? We've all been there. I'm joking. I'm joking.
and that showed up
joking.
in Arizona, just outside Tucson. I could really keep going. From June 2017
Please
to July
don't.
2018, a young lynx trekked from a wildlife refuge in Alaska all the way into the heart of the Yukon. A trip that totaled 2,174 miles. His name was Hobo, by the way.
Blah.
Can't even make that up. But the best story of teleporting
That was
cats
such a good name for it.
Clementine Jones. She was a cat in New York whose family left her behind because they were moving and they figured the trip would be too hard on a pregnant cat. Oh, little did they know.
Wait, but
Clementine spent a
where did
couple
you
of months
leave
with her
them?
kittens and then one day just headed out and popped up at her old family's home 1,600 miles away in Denver. And it's not even like the family got tricked by a dude. Clementine was born with an extra toe and had a burn mark on her shoulder. There was no mistaking her. There's only one cat power that's arguably more impressive, and you saw it coming as soon as you clicked on this video.
Did I?
Superpower number 10, mind control. And it's all because of a little parasite called...
Do I want to know? Just pause the video and then type in the comments right now. Do I want to know? Do I want to know about this, or am I better off just not knowing? Go ahead, go ahead. I'll wait here for a minute. It's good. We can just sit here and just wait for a minute. I'll wait. It's all good. It's all good. Do I really want to know about this, or are they gonna be freaked out by my cat from now on? Like, I'm in a limbo state right now. I don't think you guys understand. I could end the video here. I could roll the outro, and I could call it here. And in fact, I will. Bye, guys. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Ah, we're gonna finish it. We've got to fucking finish it.
You know the name, Toxoplasma gondii. It all starts when this parasite enters a cat because they literally only reproduce in their bowels, and their eggs don't get passed until the cat has a movement, usually in the little ones. Now here's the problem. The Toxoplasma gondii needs to find a way back into the cat in order to hit restart on its life cycle, and the best way to do that is by setting up shop inside one of the animals on its grocery list. The only issue is, no mouse that values its life is going anywhere near a death sentence with toe beans to make it happen. So the parasite, which by the way basically uses the mouse as a layover, they begin to rewire its brain in order to remove the fear of cats. And I don't even know how, infected mice can even start fiending for cat pee. With more irrational confidence in the father of four and an Instagram model's comments, it's easier for the mouse to get body bagged by its number one op, thus repeating this vicious mouse-murking cycle. And of course, we now believe that when this same parasite invades us, they do the same thing they would to a mouse. Which is why popular opinion is that the Toxoplasma parasite
I'm sorry, but that image is hell. That right there is hell. I know a lot of people are like, no, that's the best ever. No, that's hell. No. Imagine how badly this room smells. For anybody that's a cat owner, you fucking know how foul their litter trays can fucking smell. Even if you clean it and like regularly like we do, like they will still just take a massive dump and it reeks, or their pit. Oh god.
Parasite causes an unreasonable attraction to cats. And it's possible that this factory
so I don't have it then, thank god.
Due to the parasite making enzymes that control dopamine. And it's not just humans that can get infected. Turns out afflicted hyena cubs end up bolder in the face of lions, which is a great way for them to get invited to a meet and greet with Mufasa.
No.
Proven that the parasite
I didn't want to see that.
In the world, but hear me out. There's proof that this parasite was present in ancient Egyptian mummies. And these were the people that straight up
I can believe that.
Not to mention
yeah, exactly, I can believe that.
Right now
listen, just because, I'm Egyptian, that doesn't mean that I was gonna say something, but then I realized my Twitch community could clip that out of context, so I'm not gonna say it. My Twitch community, follow me on Twitch by the way, guys. They would have a field day if I finished that sentence, so I'm gonna leave that sentence right there.
Most have no idea, and that's why I say cats have the wildest plot armor I've ever seen. Because real talk, only cats could spin a parasitic infection into a way of living rent-free. Trust me, I would know.
Isn't that right, Maple?
And that's why cats are the most broken animals. With cats being nature's cutest form of population control. I talk about them a lot in my book.
I think dogs are better.
Okay. With cats being nature's cutest form of population control, I talk about them a lot in my book, 100 Animals That Can, Redacted, Kill You. Link in the description if you want to see for yourself. But make sure you drink water, hug your mother, hug a cat. It might just save your life. And if
I'll hug a dog.
I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.
Aw, you're such a good boy.
What? Can I find this? I want this to be the thumbnail for this video. Can I find this? Bruh.
You're such a good boy.
Bro, why isn't my cat as like affectionate as this one? Is it just something to do with Russian blues? Are like Russian blues just straight up just like like drama queens and madams and misters? Like, have they got like a very unaffectionate cat or something? Full disclosure, we didn't pick her. One of my mom's work friends couldn't take care of them anymore, and then my mom, being the person that she is, said, okay, that's fine, we'll take him in, even though we have 4 dogs already. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye!